first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
To throw, it's Bortles. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Bortles to the former Jets, Safarian Jenkins for the Jags first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41. Bortles on the give to Fournette. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Now that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. Bortles going to come up here on 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. The pitch to Fournette. Pretty move. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On second down, here's Bortles. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Throwing is Bortles. He finds his running back, Hyde. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Underneath for Johnson. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here's Mayfield. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Antonio Callaway, 54 yards. And the Browns have taken the early lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now, these Jacksonville Jaguars, as their offense comes back out here, you know, they had a hard fall from 2017. Now, there are falls and there are graceful falls. This was not a graceful fall. It was, wow, from the AFC Championship game to 5-11.
So you're saying it wasn't part of the ballroom dancing course that they might have taken, right? Where it's very graceful in what they're getting done?
Negative.
I mean, they ended up going 5-11. Defense was still good, number 5 in the league, but the offense struggled all season long, finished number 27 in the league.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the gun, it's Bortles. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Lucy! Throw that! 11B.
On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Myles Garrett in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. And the Jaguars send out their punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison. Charles Chubb, heck of a rookie season, but do you think it bothers him that he had 996 yards?
I'll guarantee you it bothers him. It reminds me of a runner by the name of Dave Hampton, who played for the Atlanta Falcons, who actually went over 1,000 yards in a 14-game season. They gave him the game ball, stopped the game, and applauded for him. and then he took another carry and lost yardage and finished the season at 996 yards and never came close to 1,000 again.
But still, though, Nick Chubb, great season, finishing 10th in the league in rushing as a rookie.
And don't forget his signature run against the Atlanta Falcons, 92 yards for a touchdown.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. Pulled in at the 24. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Bortles. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Lucy, move. 11. Lucy.
Throwing now is Bortles. He's going to look deep down the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Omaha. 11. Sunday. 372.
Here's Bortles to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 15. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Football going back to the Cleveland Browns here. All right, let's take a peek back at last season, 7-8-1. You mentioned it earlier. They were a few breaks away from being a playoff team. Hard to believe. But now you go into the offseason for the first time in a long time, Charles, with expectations going into next year.
And how excited is everyone to actually have expectations rather than being the laughing stock of the NFL? You just mentioned they went 7-8-1, 0-16 in 2017, so everyone will take that. But you're right. What's the next step? With Baker Mayfield at quarterback, they believe they can contend for a playoff spot next year. They still will need some help on the defensive end, but what a great place they've started. Myles Garrett at defensive end, Denzel Ward at cornerback, both of them going to the Pro Bowl this season.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Detroit!
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They go with Chubb on second down. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Green 80. Punch right.
Now Doug Marrone with a play clock almost out says, let's take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go.
Fournette, a first down carry. And some room to work. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. Here's a give to Fournette. Down to the 25. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
No. Check. Patriot.
They begin this drive with Chubb, and he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Detroit!
Mayfield now on 2nd down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
They'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Hey, spread left. Spread left.
A handoff to Fournette. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this 1st half of action. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
Spread right, 72.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lee. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. A final shot before half for Bortles. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Browns are going to get the 2nd half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the 1st half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. 2nd down, Mayfield. He's going to loft one. Deep left side. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a 2nd half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Hey. 372. Hey.
Bortles to throw on second down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16.
Hey, let's go. Trip flat.
Now Leonard Fournette. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now the Browns coming out on the field. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Second and 9 now from the 21.
Gone!
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On third down, Mayfield. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 more there and another first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Mayfield on first down. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. He got 29 yards that time. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard that time, second and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and watch.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Move. Move. Hey, hold it.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. Throw left side complete. That's Cole. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically...
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Jaguars on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Bortles. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And it's a fumble. And I think the Browns got it. They did. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Over!
Handoff comes to Chubb. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Hey. Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Now Mayfield on 4th down. Flush to his right. And no, it's incomplete. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield. Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road, and everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll set them back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Terrence Mitchell right there on the coverage.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. This is Fournette. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. Looking at this situation, if they get a field goal out of this, it helps, but a touchdown would really help into going to secure the victory.
And know what I'm thinking right here? In the West Coast offense, in their parlance, every time they throw the football, they say you're either throwing it for a touchdown or a check down. In this case, it's either taking time off the clock or getting that touchdown that really puts you in firm control. I think they'll go either way in this one.
So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense. In
plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here.
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. Mayfield underneath for Johnson, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. David Njoku was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They come out here in the I. 3rd and goal. They're going with Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Browns add on to their lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of the times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
The extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Bortles now on 1st down. His throw incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to get him again. The 3rd time he sacked him here tonight.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
Hey, let's go. Trick flat, trick flat. Go left. 72.
Now Bortles, got to have this one. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Bortles now to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
11.
Now Bortles again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. Mayfield on play action. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Mayfield off the play fake. Forced out to his left. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jags. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Fournette, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Clock running as Bortles hurries to try to get his guys set. Throwing now is Bortles. Now a desperation throw. It's caught inside the 25. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Be in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.
We want back ends, wipe my sins, They can't win, No new friends, Football fans, they sleep again, We wake 'em up, the champs is in, We want back ends, wipe my sins, wipe it. They can't win, No new friends, Football fans, they sleep again, We wake 'em up, the champs is in, yeah. Wake up, the cake up, raise up, or make us do something we don't want to. Bite down on you, right now on you. Juke to the left, they dodging it. Can't play the role, you fraudulent. Waiting on the right for the stars in it. 4x4 double parking it. Wanna play like cars in it. Wear the white flag, they forfeit it. Now I got a ring too gorgeous. Damn, I gotta treat it like forges. It sound like I wanna scratch it. Try to take the ring, I'ma tackle you. I guess I'm a Super Bowl bachelor. Go hard in the gym, no cameras. I think I see blood, no Dracula. I'm an animal, eating up amateurs. Too active, y'all can't handle it. No taxing, we'll dismantle it. Shake up the building and ramble it. Shut up the critics and analysts. Come through dripping, I'ma set it off. Game after game, you can bet it all. Quarterback got range if you broke them all. Quarterback did an option and set it off. Duck goose linebacker coming through. Yeah, hit him with the spin of the Jew. Yeah, we gon' blow your block like a new. Yeah, and I spin a dime every two. We gon' lock down on the offense. Bust down the skeleton fossil. I'm not addressing the problem. Julio on the post, you can't stop him. Pick it up, running back, it's no problem. I'm running behind the block, they gon' block him. Quavo Yoda, I'm offset Chewbacca. Watch the blitz on the left, we gon' block him. We some animal, yeah, we some goblin. Man to man, we gon' cover you properly. Man to man, you can't beat me impossibly. Red zone, this my highlight, my property. Do a quarterback, niggas on 4th and 3. Get the ends on the offensive block for me. I stiff him down, get off of me. I'm trucking them over, he under me. All back ends, wipe my sins, They can't win, No new friends, Football fans, they sleep again, We wake 'em up, the champs is in, We want back ends, wipe my sins, wipe it. They can't win, No new friends, Football fans, they sleep again, We wake 'em up, the champs is in, yeah.
I just hike the ball and I look for the open man. The zone, I'm trying to get in. Open the play with the book of the champion. Get flipped if you trying to get in. I got the front defense, they got the end. Going for long, on 1st and the 10. Gotta go hard, we gotta get all. No loss or excuses, cause we gotta win. They say they sleep, must not be a fan. Get at your man.